Hello everybody and welcome to the first The Crew 2 live stream live from Ivory Tower. My name is Arnaud Frémont, I'm your senior community developer on the game and I'm really excited to be there today with you all and with amazing people next to me.
Absolutely, hello. So James Rees here, I'm the other community developer on the project and we're really excited to be live with you here today from Ivory Tower for the first time with sound as well this time. Let's all give ourselves a round of applause. That's it. Nice awkward applause. Lovely.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you. That's still painful.
No problem. Straight to the fields. And today we're also joined by two developers from the team as well. We've got Julien and Paul.
Hello. Hello. I'm Julien Huber. I'm Player Experience Director at Ivory Tower Studio, and I'm pleased to be with you today.
And I'm Paul Narducci, game designer. I work on all the things you can do with plane, boats, cars, and bikes. And this is why I love my jobs.
So plenty of fun, basically. So as you may know, the closed beta for The Crew 2 will start tomorrow, 8 a.m. UTC, so 10 a.m. Paris time. If you don't have access, don't worry, we may give you some access during the live stream. But before we go into all the great stuff and present you the game, maybe Jeff, you can just give us a quick menu of today.
Yes, of course. So we've got lots of fantastic things planned for you today. We're going to start off with a very quick overview of what you can expect in the closed beta starting tomorrow, like Arnaud said. And then we're going to move on very quickly to some gameplay. We're going to give you a little bit of an overview of some of the elements that you come to expect when you're actually playing the game.
Cool. That's a great program.
Absolutely.
So maybe before we start, let's check the latest trailer of the game, and then we move to the closed beta version. Okay? Trailer now.
America is a playground. Perfect beaches, majestic mountains, vibrant cities, endless freedom. But for us, it's more than that. It's a motoring paradise. Start on the West Coast, the city of angels, Pacific highways, and a street racing wonderland. Earn the respect of the streets, and you'll be on your way to stardom. The Mountain States. Big land, big sky. To get ahead up here, you gotta get creative. Down south, trade asphalt for dirt. If your paint job needs a splash of mud, these guys will hook you up. East Coast, big cities, tight corners, precision racing reigns supreme. Start small, dream big, race hard. All of America is waiting for you.
And we're back. So we missed something. Of course, this live stream is also a great opportunity for us to answer your question. So if you have any question, do not hesitate to send them directly on the Twitch chat or also on Twitter using the official hashtag #TheCrew2.
Absolutely, we're going to be keeping an eye on those questions throughout the stream, and we're going to be taking the time to actually answer as many as we can at the end of the stream. So we'll get the gameplay section done first, which I think we're going to jump into right away.
In a few seconds.
In a few seconds.
First of all, maybe Julien and Paul, can you just give us a quick reminder of what is The Crew 2 and what can we expect from this closed beta version?
Yeah, sure. So you are going to start your own story in The Crew 2, exploring the whole USA. We are recreating for the players. And with bikes, boats, planes, cars, you will be able to explore and discover all motorsport disciplines for one purpose, becoming the champion of all motorsports.
Cool.
Let's start the demo?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
I'm
do
excited.
it.
So Paul is going to play during the entire live stream. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
We're not going to judge you.
Yeah, it's going to start by picking his or her pilot, driver for the game. So as I said, it's you just pick up whatever you want, or like never drive alone.
Yeah, a good reminder.
Let's go for this
We'll
one.
throw back to the first one. Love it.
Right in the field.
Yeah.
Come on, get a move on.
Okay.
Going on soon. Hero Yuki Carter. Hey, call me Hero. Pleasure to meet you. I was beginning to think you and your driver weren't going to make it. I'm from Live, the camera company sponsoring this race, and I'll be heading up this event. Walk with me.
Look, thanks again. I'm really stoked about this. Thanks for giving us the shot.
Don't mention it. We're always on the lookout for new talent. You and your friend fit the bill. And I don't have to tell you this, but you do right by yourselves in this race, you'll see a lot of doors opening up for you.
Gotcha. We won't disappoint you.
Disappoint me? That's not what this is about. It's your chance to impress people who matter. The events my company organizes are a feeder for every racing family out there. You do want to race, yes?
Oh yeah, this is such a big deal for us. We've tried broadcasting our races, but no dice. Guess nobody wants to see nobodies.
Trust me. Just show the world what you've got in this one. You'll get followers like that. Run a good race, and you'll find your options and your followers increasing.
We'll give it our best.
Hero, my friend. I don't want your best. I want legendary badassdom. Anyway, I've got to go. Something about putting on a race. Best of luck.
Okay, thanks. You're good to go, buddy. Break a leg. Hell, break anything you have to. Just drive like I know you can, and we'll be in the big leagues in no time.
So here we go. So Paul is going to play this first event. It's the Livestream series organized by Live, a camera company sponsorizing all events within the game, motorsports event. So this first event of the game is going to be able for players to experience the first three disciplines there, the street racing, then the powerboat, and finally air race.
So basically, it's kind of a tutorial for players to
It's
discover
a
the
first
new
contact,
game. Yeah,
first contact within the streets of New York City,
in a Porsche.
of course.
It's a pretty good first contact, I think.
So of course, we already see some question. We will keep the main one for the end of the stream, but you will be able to stream the closed beta. There is no NDA. You can do whatever you want. You can take pictures, photo, and video. Feel free, guys, and we will be really looking at them.
Absolutely,
Every day.
please do share it as much as possible because we really look forward to seeing absolutely everything that you can come up with. The game's all about playing your way and we look forward to seeing how you choose to play.
So for this first discipline, the street race, you will see that we worked a lot on the verticality aspect, and as you can see, you are going to be able to jump on rooftops between the buildings in cities, like that.
There you have it, folks. The numbers are going through the roof.
So far, so good, Paul.
I'm okay. A lot of AI around me, so I have to fight a little bit, but I'm okay.
It's Fergus, you need to beat him.
I don't know this guy.
Show him with the pass.
He's behind me. Up.
So you can see the live helicopter flying over there, Julien.
Absolutely.
Could you
So-
maybe tell us a little bit more about the whole live setup in the game?
So it's a camera company making sure that when you are doing things, it's capturing all you are doing within the game, and then crazy thing like that, and switching to the second discipline, the powerboat. So there, the experience is quite different. So we are working a lot on sensation for all different vehicles and disciplines we have in the game. And there for the boats, for example, you have the wake behind the boats,
Yep.
and it's impacting the way Paul is trying to pilot the boat.
So it's maybe one thing to bear in mind when you're racing against other people,
Yeah.
is that there is a way that you can try and impact them catching up on you at the back,
Absolutely.
leaving as big a wake as possible.
And especially when you're playing with friends.
Absolutely.
Of course, you can change the camera whenever you want. We have the cockpit view, we have the first-person view, we have plenty of selection, and it's working with all different vehicles.
Absolutely. And we are already seeing some planes. Maybe we're going to switch again.
Yeah, a bit of a hint of what to come.
Maybe.
Who knows?
And I believe we're watching a new star exploding
Beautiful
onto the
backdrop of
circuit.
New York there in the background.
And switching again.
We kick it up a notch for the grand finale.
Yeah.
So this first episode is made like a TV show. So it's a reason why we are switching and trying to make some cool stuff when you're looking at the events. And then when we are talking about motorsports,
This is how
this
it
is
is
modern
these
motorsports.
days.
It's
Just
not
being a
only
good
with
pilot
cars, it's
isn't
cars,
enough
bikes,
anymore.
boats, and
You've
of
gotta
course
shine
planes.
on and
It's completely
off the
multidisciplinary,
course.
isn't it? So
Staying
the
sharp
live
on
extreme
social
series
media
events
side.
in the game will
Simple
always
math.
come back
The
to
more
that
followers
notion
you
of
have,
using lots
the
of
more
different
followers
vehicles
you'll get.
in the same event,
Sign
won't they?
on with your
Absolutely, and
first
doing
racing
this kind of
team,
stuff
and the
in
second will start looking
the
at you.
very most
Pile up
iconic
supporters.
places you
Yeah.
have in the US. So there is
Knocking on
just
your door.
above Central
To
Park,
put it another way,
and then flying
a
between
driver who
buildings,
attracts
and you have
enough
very
followers
different
will open
sensation
up
compared to
new
what you
styles
had
of racing.
previously.
Yeah.
We call them disciplines. You'll call them awesome. And isn't awesome what we're all after?
Final countdown.
Okay,
closing the
we are
final line.
approaching the end. And that was a perfect.
From the heart of New York City, this was the Live Extreme Series, Episode 1. Thank you for watching, and remember to follow us on all social media.
So it's allowing us to explain a little bit the way you are going to progress within the game as a pilot and a driver, and earning followers to level up and climbing the fame leaderboard and to make sure to be the best pilot of the Motor Nation.
Absolutely. Starting off as a rookie and then making your way all the way up to an icon level at the end.
Exactly. So, anonymous pilot, you are becoming a rookie pilot, entering Motor Nation.
We're still gonna have to prove ourselves, but that's more
Just
than
the
fun.
beginning.
You know we've got the right stuff. There's so much to try. Boats, planes, all kinds of cars. It's like the world's biggest buffet menu, and we gotta take a bite out of everything. We're talking street racers, off-road, pro racing, freestyle. We could take a test run with any of them. Or if you ask me, do them all. Pick which one you want to try first and let's go. My friend, welcome to the Motor Nation. Now, we've got 4 ways.
And here we go. So, as soon as you're finishing the first event, then you will be able to choose whatever you want and start your own story wherever you want. You can be a street racer entering the street racing family first. Part of the family, you have the street race, drift, drag race, or hypercar, or do something else like the freestyle family, or the off-road family, or finally the pro racing family. We'll start with the street racing family because I'm a street racer. And the reason why I'm picking up this one.
Look what we have here. The name's Latrell. I'm sort of like the unofficial welcoming committee for the street racing family. We tune our rides, show them all from racing. If that sounds like something you want in on, you gotta show me something. I'll loan you a car, but you gotta do the driving. If you win, you're one of us. Just remember, the car's a loaner. Don't scratch it.
Three, two, one.
So there, the objective of this mission, of this trial event, is to anchor the street racing family. To do that, you need to prove that you can race family, so prove the skill, code,
Otherwise, you will not be able to continue this live stream. I'm sorry.
So objective of each trial in the game is to expose players to the mood of each family. with the tone of the family, the story behind the family, all the characters you will encounter within the family. So you met the first the mentor of this family, explaining what you should do there, and the story behind the street racing family is from going legit, so from illegal racers to legit racers, because it's all about that. They're also pilots.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the love of racing more than just breaking the law, isn't it?
Exactly. So we are in the streets of Los Angeles, downtown LA, and again it's all about slaloming between buildings, trying not to destroy all your burnt furniture there. Paul, don't destroy everything.
Oops!
So you have to beat Travis, you know.
Yeah.
Travis. Everyone hates Travis.
He's a good pilot.
He is a good pilot, that's why everyone hates him.
But Paul is better.
Ah,
We have
I
yet to
hope.
see.
the challenge. Okay. Nice turn. Nitros.
You don't have it.
You can do it, Paul.
I don't know if you lean forward with it, it usually makes the car go
Stay
faster.
focused.
That's how it works, right?
If you turn with the gamepad, maybe it's working.
Okay.
Almost close, close.
Well,
So close.
thank you very much, Paul. That was a great evening.
So you are exposed to the leveling system of the game. So as soon as you are finishing an event, you are going to earn followers, allowing you to climb, and of course you are going to earn a little bit of bucks, allowing you to buy everything within the game.
Absolutely.
And then, welcome to the street racing family, Paul.
Nice.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You deserve your t-shirt now.
So he's going to enter the street racing HQ.
Survive racing, which means you punch your ticket to the spot, the place where the street racing community hangs. I'm part of the crew here that's looking to take what we do legit. Feel the same way? Maybe we can help each other out. This guy, on the other hand, wants to keep it on the streets. His name's Edgar Marquez, but you best call him Tio. He's the champion racer around here, the king of the quarter mile. You want to take a shot at him, it's going to take everything you got. And maybe a few things I can teach you. You got talent, but I can give you skills. See those cars? One of them's yours. Reward for winning that trial. It'll be a little tougher to earn the rest, though. You gotta buy those. Win enough races, get enough cred, and you'll get to play with all sorts of toys. Drifting, drag racing, you get the idea. You gotta run, and you gotta win. Now, pick your ride. Get behind the wheel, and let's see what you got.
So as soon as you're entering the HQ, the first discipline, the street race, is unlocked, and you will be able to level up then later and doing more discipline. So part of the closed beta, you have only access to the first discipline in each family. So there is a street race family, street race discipline, sorry. And then you have the drift, the drag race, and of course, hypercars.
Nice. I love those hypercars.
So before
It's not for today.
No, not yet. You need
Oh,
to earn a
shame.
little bit more bucks. So there, the mentor, Latrell, explained the story behind this family, and you have the champion of this family, your rival, so Tio. The guy needs to beat him, and why?
That's a good reason.
To earn his car.
McLaren P1.
Yeah,
That's
McLaren
beautiful.
P1.
Think we might actually get our hands on that? How awesome would that be?
So, but not now. You will need to progress within the game to make sure you can beat him.
It's good to dream, right?
And
You've got to have that objective.
and earn the car.
I think you need more money.
So this car can't be bought, you need to earn it.
Right.
So first, taking the free vehicle. So you can pick up one of the 3 free vehicles we are giving for players at starting of the game. It could be a Japanese one, it could be an American one, or a European one. We are going to take...
Can I select this one?
Do we have the choice?
Yep.
Okay.
So you are playing, you are choosing whatever you want.
Okay. Shame. Would prefer the Mustang,
Red.
but it's you playing.
I quite
so
like the
your
Audi as
choice.
well, I got to say.
So you are customizing very small things. We'll see later that you can customize more things when you are within your house.
Yes.
And as soon as you are taking the first vehicle of the first discipline, you can access activities, skills, events, you can do whatever you want. Even now you can explore the whole world. And going coast to coast, you can do that from now on because you are in Los Angeles. It's going to take more than 1 hour to go to New York City, but we're not going to
If
do
you've got a bit of
that
time
now.
on your hands, there's no problem.
Can
Maybe
we do that?
next live stream.
Exactly. So we're going to enter the
coast to coast one. We will try.
We are going to enter the second one, the freestyle family. So it's a crazy family. We'll see why.
Welcome to our community of freestylers. I'm Sophia, and I'll be taking you on. Here, we're all about having fun. If you want in, it's easy. Get that plane, get ready to do every trick on that list in the order they're shown, and grab a barf bag while you're at it. Use the bag and you lose. Beat the score I've set and you're in. I'll show you what I can really do later, but for now, it's your turn.
Okay, let's start. So there, Paul is going to pilot a plane. So very different experience. So the objective there is to do some stunts. So you have a list on the left of the screen. So for example there, the roll. And you are doing that and you are earning points. And you can even drift with plane. Yeah.
Drifting in the air.
Of course.
Who knew? Now we do.
So when we walked on the game, we went to the US and we met some real pilots and drivers and real aerobatic pilots. And I think Paul have a story about that.
Oh yes, I was in a plane like this, and at the start of the flight it was very calm, very easy, nice vista, something was perfect. And the pilot said, it's time for the looping, so start the looping like this, and I was literally like this.
Don't break your
Yeah,
plane, please.
too much G-force. I was totally stuck in my seat. I can't move. The pilot says it was a woman. She said, "Oh, look, the gator." In the
It's beautiful.
I can't move. Please let me out. So one hour after, I was not very in a good shape because my stomach says, "Hey, it's time to
say bye."
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good memory, and yes, I'm still here, so everything is
survived.
okay. Yeah.
And you survived, and you are here now to do the looping in the game.
Yes.
And you want to do it again in real life?
I'm not sure.
Now, low altitude. Take a wild guess what that one means. Just be careful not to brush more than the treetops, or you'll get a crash course in landing the wrong way.
So there, Sophia is speaking, explaining what you should do, and she already challenging you to try to do this kind of stuff. She's your rival. And congratulations, you did it, Paul.
Okay, you need
Without
to meet my
dying
partner
again.
at the barn, and then we can really get
So earning again, earning followers, leveling up, earning bucks, and then you are allowed to enter the freestyle family. So there you are going to meet again all the characters, the mentor, the rival, explaining all the story behind the freestyle family. So it's all about playing with vehicles, trying to do crazy things with vehicles, with a very different motorsport experience, aerobatics, monster truck, and the jet sprint.
Plenty of fun, basically.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's go see the big mammoth.
And
Sorry about this. I had to.
And a drop. And never mind. You get the picture. Now, as to what this place is about, that's tricky to describe. You see these people? They work hard and they play hard, and they somehow make ends meet. Until you can wrap your head around that, you don't belong here. But heck, Sophia vouched for you, so you gotta be good folks. She and I have got something for you down at the store, by the way. That's down here. A place where you can pick up a few other rides when you earn the scratch. But, getting one for free ought to put a smile on your face. Just remember to keep smiling when she whoops you good up there. In the meantime, I suggest you figure out what you want to do. There's no rules around here except do your best and have fun. I expect you to follow them.
And again, the first discipline, aerobatics. So there, before again taking the plane, so Paul is going to show you the leaderboard, because we have
The
a
rival once
leaderboard in
again.
all HQ, allowing players to see who is the best pilot.
So for now it's Sofia, but it will be Paul at some point.
Also for the
In 2
moment, it's
years,
me.
3
One day.
years.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Got a monster truck peeking out there. It's parked up. Cheeky.
So the leaderboard is just there.
Over in the background, yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. So you can check it out and to see who is currently the number 1. So you are 36, which is normal because no one is playing currently the game.
In this version, it's more. Tomorrow, when the closed beta will start, don't worry, you have plenty of opportunity to be the best.
And we're going to pick up the first plane, the free one. So you have the Zivko, of course, the plane you just had during the event, and you have multiple planes from real manufacturer.
This one is slick.
Yeah. The Waco just after that, very iconic plane. The Gibi, a lot of people love this one because it's very different.
It's the
Quite
best one.
toy plane. And the Pilatus, of course. So let's start with the Zivko. So it's going to be your favorite vehicle in the air.
I don't know what could be use of this.
You will know soon.
Oh my god. So in this demo, we are doing you the full step-by-step demonstration. We give you everything you can do to start with. But if at any point you want to, no, I just want to free drive, it's up to you.
Yes, absolutely. So now we are going to enter the off-road family. So it's going to be a very different experience.
Maybe you've heard of me. And this is my show. I'm looking for someone interested in racing off the beaten track. And I'll loan you a ride to see if you've got it. What is it? Take the keys, my friend, and we'll find out. If you win, you keep the car and get a shot at running some real races. You lose, I take my ride back and it's so long. But you're not gonna lose, are you? Huh. I didn't think so.
Okay, let's start. So you're going to play with the Ford Raptor 50. What would be a trip to the US without going to the Grand Canyon? So another iconic place. And as you can see, it's a very different experience compared to what we just saw within the street of New York City or the street of Los Angeles.
Yep.
So there it's more open, it's within the nature. It's not, you can choose your own path there. There is no good or bad roads.
Yeah, the only objective is to go from A to B, isn't it? And then you can choose however you want to do that.
Sometimes it's shorter.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you need to learn about shots.
Exactly.
But of course, this is a video game. Don't do that with your own car.
Well,
if you
Last
did,
time I
we'd
went
be
to
very
the US,
impressed.
I
We'd be
did
very
not do
impressed.
You might have some problems.
And one
It's
thing
up
we
to you.
saw, one thing
We're
we
not
saw quickly at
responsible.
the beginning was the ghost as well of the
Yeah.
player when he set off. Can you tell us a little bit more about the ghosts in the game?
So the ghost there, it's as you are starting the game, it's the objective. So it's the time you need to beat to complete the race, the event. But after that, it will be able to be your friend, or the community, the world record, or someone you are picking up, your rival. And it's always up to the player. We are putting a ghost for the player, but you can pick up whoever you want.
You can
If
choose
I want
which
to beat
ghost you
you
lose.
all the time on all the races, on all the events. I can do that.
Just for the satisfaction. I know you can. That's the sad thing too.
And I will do that.
I know.
And of course, when you do events, you will also be able to select difficulty.
Yep.
Here we are just for the sake of the events. It's not the case, but
yes. And believe me, hard mode
is hard.
It's very hard. Yeah.
So hard that you have to finish the normal mode first, just to practice a little bit, warm up, get your thumbs ready, and then jump into the hard mode and get ready to cry.
level up your car.
Yes.
A little.
Just a little.
If you have my skill, it's going to be easier.
After a long level
Yeah.
up.
So it's very open. It's the beauty of nature of the US.
And it's a complete contrast. Sorry, I was just going to say it's a complete contrast to the street racing experience we saw before.
And he would be able to go wherever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to complete the event, but he can do that.
You can do it if you want.
Yes.
And across the finish line.
Not bad.
Perfect.
Not bad.
Good job, good job, good job.
Not bad.
You did it, Paul. And it was the first time you were experiencing this race.
First time you're playing, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So once again, we see some question about the closed beta. The closed beta is starting tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Paris time. And if you don't have codes, we will give away some of them at the end of the live stream. So stay with us, guys.
Absolutely, stay tuned.
And you'll be able to play with us because we're going to play the game this weekend.
Certainly are, yeah.
Yeah,
If
sure.
you spot any of us in game, just give us a shout.
Tomorrow night, Friday night, all weekend.
Yeah.
We will put his nickname on the chat at the end.
His personal telephone number. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
of course.
that.
No, it's worried.
You'll find everyone here.
We see some questions about
Runners,
customization.
mountain
We will get back
climbers,
to this a
and
bit
winners.
later.
And I'm betting that last one's what you're gonna be. That fool's Tucker Morgan, though everyone calls him Tuck. He thinks he's number one around here, but we're gonna show that tree hugger just how wrong he is. He likes to ride out and explore. Lots of folks around here do, which is their mistake. They ought to be focusing on racing instead. But their loss is our gain. Yours and mine. And like I said, you can go to the shop and pick up the car that's waiting for you there. Call it an investment in your future. The rest of them there, those you'll have to earn.
And for discipline in the off-road family, a rally red.
Yeah, the Peugeot is for a bit later once again.
Need to win a few more races before you get access to that. But another fantastic brand that we've added to the game. We've already spoken about Renault, spoken about Peugeot.
We have more than 50 official brands in the game, from
Yep.
Lamborghini, Ferrari, Renault, Peugeot, Audi. So all the dream vehicle you can imagine,
Yep.
it's in the game.
Even helicopters.
Yeah.
Even
We have this beauty.
And you thought that you could do some stunts in the Zivco, wait until you try to do stunts in helicopters, because those things are tricky to handle.
Yeah, some people tried it actually last week, and I'm not sure it was a good experience for them.
No.
Well,
Only-
at least it's possible.
It is possible. Well, only three helicopters in the world that can do it?
Absolutely.
And they've got them all at
from
the Red Bull
70s,
Ring?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So let's take this Red Bull buggy. And we're going to, last but not least, the Pro Racing family. So we are putting stories behind each family. So as I said previously, the street racing family is from illegal races to legit races. The freestyle family is playing with the world. The off-road family exploring the beauty of nature and discovering an amazing place to do races and motorsport there. And the pro racing family, it's about the balance between tradition and modernity.
I really like when you say that. Every
Every
time it's perfect.
It's like honey in my ear.
If you can handle yourself on the water, and in the air, and behind the wheel, obviously, though we'll come to that later, then maybe you've got what my team needs. Beat the posted time for the trial, and there'll be a spot for you. Fail, and well, I'm sure someone else will grab the opportunity. Alexis Kendrick Racing deals strictly with winners. And I'm Alexis, so I would know.
So Paul,
Yeah.
I know that you are an amazing pilot.
Oh, yes.
So I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
I want you to do this event in the first person view.
With this boat?
Yes, sure.
With a boat, that's pretty cool.
Okay. Like this?
Oh, cockpit
No,
view. Cockpit
the
view.
real experience.
cockpit
Like
view.
this?
No.
Okay, like this.
There we
Okay,
go.
good luck.
Yeah.
So this is a real view from the Vector. So it's just for the fun because we have players doing that and they love playing like that because this is a challenge. So you're not forced to do like that.
We'd be missing the beautiful view anyway, so it's nicer to stick in third person.
And you will be last, so it's
even more last than he usually would be. So,
No.
So is there any specific word in English for piloting a boat?
captaining, helming.
Captaining.
You can be the captain, yes.
You'll be the captain, Paul.
Captain of your vessel.
So as I just said previously, you have impacts from the waves, but you have also impact from the wave created by boats.
Yep.
And if you want to be a little bit faster, but because I think it's useful for you, it's a tip.
You need a little tip.
You can push down
like
the left
this.
stick, and you are trimming, so you are a little bit faster. It's a little bit harder to control the boat.
Yep, especially with big waves. Because
Exactly.
the weather's quite calm here, but when it gets choppy out on the seas, you can get some pretty huge waves, and if you're trimming, then you're just going to fly off the top of them.
And towards Lady Liberty, again in New York City, and an iconic place there.
Congratulations, you got the
Wow.
game.
And then
Winning.
first,
Amazing.
There you go.
first.
We are really
Good
surprised.
thing you told them about trimming.
Fortunately, it was not in first-person view.
You can thank Julien for the tip. Okay, so it seems that we are done with the four families introduction. We're going to the HQ, of course.
Yes, we are going to the pit.
The pit.
Yes, we have a name for all HQ, so it's the spot for the street racing HQ, the barn for the freestyle HQ, the base camp for the off-road HQ, and then the pit for the pro racing HQ. And it looks like a pit.
Absolutely.
Just in case. No.
I'm looking forward to having you.
Gameplay first.
There's still some things you need to work on, but that's okay. I'll teach you what you need to know. It'll be hard work, but you'll see the results on the track, or the waves, or in the air. So, this is the pit. It's where the pro racing community preps. Now you can hang out here too. You belong. That's Clarence Bishop, the third. He's the reigning champ around here. Racing royalty, really. His father and grandfather were both champions too, which helps explain his attitude. If you start winning, he won't be happy with you. Clarence is old school, doesn't think anything needs to change. A lot of drivers see things differently. Me, I think there needs to be some balance. You'll decide for yourself, I guess. Just in case you're wondering, there's a powerboat with your name on it waiting for you in the shop. Don't thank me, you've earned it. And you're gonna need it. The rest of these, you can buy later. Not that one, little grasshopper, not yet. You need to find the winner's circle a few times first.
And for discipline, the power boat. So you're going to pick up your free vehicle, and they're going to be your favorite vehicle on water. So when I was saying about tradition and modernity, so I would say a touring car, it's more like tradition, like the single-seated Alpha Grand Prix discipline, the single-seated vehicle, and you have like the modernity with the L race, and we are seeing more and more motorsports things like that in real life.
So Alpha GP is quite cool.
Yes.
Quite cool, quite fast too.
Not now.
Really?
Not now. At least if you have enough money in the closed beta, you can test drive it, or you can buy it.
You don't even need money to test drive it.
You test drive it for free, of
You
course.
can test it.
But if you want just to buy it, you play a little bit, and then you'll be able to buy
You
it.
have 5 days.
Yeah, sure.
Should be
Plenty
fine.
of time.
Plenty of time.
It makes your coast-to-coast trip a little bit faster if you do it in the Alpha Grand Prix,
Yeah, sure.
I think.
Okay, let's start. Perfect.
We're good for the different
Yes,
families.
we entered all families.
Perfect.
We'll be able to do some free riding, but before that, I will ask Paul to go to your house, Paul.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go to the house. There's plenty of things there. Let's go back to us for a few seconds.
So the house is located in Miami, and it's a house totally dedicated to motorsports. So you will have all the vehicle exposed within your house.
Yep.
Maybe you have a swimming pool there.
Who knows?
Oh,
Maybe.
Big jar of
a
cookies.
swimming pool.
Yeah, sure. So
Okay, so here we are.
This is my apartment.
this is what I'm calling a motorsport apartment.
Yeah, but this is my
Like in
Oh,
real
no,
life.
it's a regular one.
Look at
Yeah.
this.
Absolutely.
My kitchen,
I'm not sure the kitchen is the main focus of
my
this.
bed, but my plane.
So you have all the favorite vehicles who are there, and as soon as you are leveling up, you will have the house evolving with you. So with more space to put all your car collection, your boat collection, your plane collection, you'll be able to customize your avatar. We can look at the catalog there, because as you said, we are more than 250 vehicles there, more than 50 brands, and all that is available within the closed beta. So you can look at all the vehicles we have, all the Lamborghini we have.
Because that's what really
The
matters.
Super Trofeo from the touring car.
So that was one of the questions we had before. Do we have access to all the vehicles during the closed beta?
You can look at all the vehicle, you can test drive all the vehicle in all HQ, and if you have the money, you can buy all the vehicle. What is locked in the closed beta is the disciplines. So it means you can't do events with the vehicle not available in the.
But you can free drive coast to coast.
Absolutely.
If
You can buy a touring car, you will be able to free ride with the touring car, you will be able to do some skills with the touring car. You won't be able to do touring events.
That's right.
And when you free drive, you can free drive alone, but also with your friends.
Yeah, sure.
And if you received a code for the closed beta, or if you have to receive one before the end of the stream, don't forget that you have free invitation for your friends.
Absolutely.
So you can look at the car, you can interact with the car, or with the vehicle. There it's a car, you can go inside, look at all the details. We are putting a lot of love in our vehicle. You can even listen to the car, Paul. Start your engine.
Ah, you know, doing the whipper job, the whipper joke.
There we are.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
So it's not only about the beauty of the car and looking at the car, it's also customizing the car, as I said previously, so you can change the color from all official colors,
Yeah, exactly.
but you have standard, metallic, chrome, etc.
Yeah, a lot of things. But I prefer to.
Use the official
Yeah.
one,
Okay, what do you want to
a
pick?
yellow one.
There's no yellow one.
Honestly, this one.
The white one is okay.
Oh, no, I prefer this one.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is the official one.
That's
So
that's
you
the same as before.
Okay. So the grey one. Okay.
Okay, you change the color, but you can, we have question about that, so you can put a sticker on it, so
Yeah.
you can create your own livery, you can create your own sticker, you can download a sticker from your friend, you can share that with a lot of people, you can download sticker from the community, or you can take one from Ivory Tower, so we are creating some sticker you can put on all cars.
I know you
Some
love
stickers.
butterfly, but
Yes.
honestly, I prefer to put some stripes.
Or a cookie, can you put a cookie on the car?
We say no flames.
No. So this one or this one.
Stripes are cool.
Yeah.
They make you go
one?
faster.
Yeah, the black
Scientifically
one.
proven,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
make you go faster.
Okay
So
for
that,
you?
yeah.
Proven.
This one.
Not this
I think
one.
you may have
Both
switched
for-
it the last one.
So you need to use the filter first, then click on stripe.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
This one.
Perfect.
Let's
you
go.
buy it, apply on the car.
So of course during the closed beta you'll have access to all of this, so you'll be able to create your
Yes.
own sticker and
Yes,
to share it with the rest of the players.
absolutely. And you will be able also to customize every part of your car. So let's take something that
This one.
is great.
That stand out. It's like
Oh,
we can do more
Yeah,
customization.
sure. Something fat. Let me check.
can we choose?
Nope.
I like this
Yeah,
one.
That was quite nice.
Yeah,
This
Little
one's
red
cool.
I
line.
like this
Yeah.
one.
Okay. And front fender or something. Yeah.
Ah.
very fat. Nice, no?
Take this one.
It's not the same car, no?
So some rims.
Yeah. You know what
The
I
13
love?
one. 13 one.
Okay, but this is not mine.
Ah,
This
14.
One?
Yes.
This one? Really?
Yes.
14.
No, no, no.
You have
Love
to
it.
I know that you love this one, but
No, yeah.
for me it's a no-go.
Might have to
Okay.
veto that one.
I
Yeah.
prefer
You do
some-
whatever you
I
want.
prefer
It's
something
all about
regular,
freedom.
something like this, black, nice.
It's all about
Paul is a
freedom.
man of
Paul.
tradition.
Yeah, I know. This is why the caliper.
You will be able to create your screenshots,
Yeah.
video of the game.
Gold
So
one.
if you have amazing library to share, do not hesitate.
Yep. Any customization options,
Yeah,
any
the
stickers you've
red
created, share them with us. We'd love to see them.
Some side mirror, something like this.
Okay, they are
Square.
really focused.
Oh, they are. They're in the zone.
Yeah.
You are building your dream vehicle. It's your
true.
vehicle. It's your story.
This-
It's your vehicle. And when you are going to play with your friend, you need to have like your vehicle.
My vehicle's going to be pink
Which one?
with flames.
This one? This
No,
one?
no. Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
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 Go
Are
for
you
it.
sure?
Yes.
This one or this one?
Yes.
Ah, this
Okay.
one. Don't be shy.
And you can even customize the interior of the vehicle.
Okay.
And
Oh,
the bumper
yeah.
too. But
Change
That's good.
like this. It's okay. And the interior.
Changing the color,
Red
of course.
yeah, of course. The style, the material, and definitions.
and some
Yeah.
Nice
some
one.
carbon.
Carbon.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
I think
Thank
And
you.
it's as easy as now you can drive and go outside of your house directly by pushing a button. You are driving and directly within the street of Miami.
Beauty.
So after the cookie, you're doing
Showing
a donut. It's like
No, I'm hungry.
gonna eat. So we can go to New York City now. As I said, it's going to be a little bit long, but
It
you
is.
can do that. You can do that in the closed beta. You can do that in the game. It's all about freedom, fun, exploring the world. But for the purpose of the demo, we are going to use the map. So
Oh. Shame.
yeah, zoom out. And as I said, you can go everywhere. Let's go to New York City doing the Motor Train Classic Challenge.
So at any
So
time you
yeah.
can go to the map, zoom in, zoom out,
Zoom out.
everywhere.
Exactly. And you are traveling directly without any loading. It's seamless. Absolutely. And then we are entering the event. So Paul is going to play this one. And you are going to win it, Paul.
Yes.
Of course I will.
So it's a race again, classic vintage cars. So muscle, American muscle car. So you need to win.
Don't get too excited, please.
So as I said, street race disciplines between in cities. The playground is within the cities, street of New York. You can destroy all urban furniture. You're slaloming, and finding your way with shortcuts.
And each race has at least one shortcut, you were saying as well, for the street race.
But I'm not going to win. It's like, this is what you're doing.
This is the first lap, okay?
No, it's on purpose because Paul told us that it was important to always stay behind the other players to show all the beauty of the game. So
I never
let's
said
do
that.
this.
I never said that.
I'm trying to find excuses for
So
you.
someone is destroying
Yes.
all the urban furniture.
Sorry for local
Should we try this
taxes.
again?
No respect.
Hello, Neil.
Okay, almost there.
Come on, Neil. Steady. Oh.
So now all behind you.
Yeah. One more lap. I can do it.
I'm sure you can do it.
Oh,
Monkey
sorry.
people!
Oops. Oops.
Again, it's Neil.
Come on, Neil. Neil, a tough guy. Okay. I'm not sure.
Closing on him.
Neil.
Oh, I can
Kneel
do
down.
it.
Who's left? Who's in first place?
So RT, it's the accelerator.
Oh, you forgot the brake. No.
It's Glenn this time. Travis last time. This time it's Glenn. We're coming for you, Glenn.
So it's like your favorite rank. Second. Yes.
Come on, Paul.
Perfect.
I would say almost as usual.
I'm sorry.
So you even completed the event. So reward moments. You are going to earn followers, earn buck, and of course the loot. So it's going to help you, Paul, to be a little bit better. You can equip the loot as soon as you are earning it. It's all the performance parts. And without any loading, you are back in the game. So we can explore the game with the car, the living world there, or you can just say, oh, let's explore differently the world. So we have a feature we call the Fast Fab, so allowing you to switch from one vehicle to another by just clicking on a button. So there, Paul, you are going to take off.
Press the button, Paul.
And then directly, seamlessly, again, without any friction, you are in a plane. And you are discovering a very different perspective of New York City.
Absolutely. Look at that. Wait for it.
New followers for that action move you just did.
So the sensations there are very different.
From now on gets you more followers. So knock yourself out.
Can you show the cockpit view for a few seconds? Because we have details on every vehicle.
Oh, I love
and
the
we
cockpit
haven't
view in
have
this.
the
feet that move on the pedals.
Yeah.
Yes, love that. There they go.
You can do some crazy stunt like this.
Yeah.
bad memories coming back.
Paul's starting to feel a bit woozy again.
So there, as you can see, when you are back in the normal view, when you are doing stuff in the game, everything is tracked. So you are earning followers by doing stuff there. So rolling, air drifting, night flight, or all things you are doing are earning followers for you.
Yeah, it's called dynamic freestyle, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you are unlocking a dynamic freestyle as soon as you are finishing the freestyle trial event and taking your free play.
And just remember, guys, the closed beta starting tomorrow is limited to the first level of fame. So if at some point you're stuck at the end of the line, that's totally normal, and because of the
but you can still play.
Of course.
And doing stuff there. So Paul is switching from one vehicle to another quite easily, earning achievement.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So he's using the smoke, so it's one click, so the left stick, click, and you do the smoke. Maybe you can
push to a boat.
Exactly, and diving, trying to do that on the water, on the Sun River, again towards Lady Liberty. Switching again. So it's all about freedom, doing fun things within the open world. This living open world, so you have like players, the traffic. You can even take picture of what you are doing. So it's just by clicking on a button. It's a photo mode, the live photo mode. So you can take a picture of just a moment. But we can rewind because all the last 10 minutes of gameplay are recorded. So if you want to take a better angle, like just rewind and take the picture of the moment you want.
And you can rewind way further.
You can head all the way back.
The boat, where the car.
Exactly.
All
So
the way back in the 10
you
minutes.
have multiple settings there. You can change. Well, I'm going to do that now. I'm not
The
going to
weather,
spoil everything. You can change the weather, the time of day, all the settings you can imagine for a photo mode. And when you are taking the picture, we know that this is a photo quest. Yeah, you can do that within the game. So we are not locking any photo set within the game for the closed beta. So you have like multiple photos you can take within the game, within the world. So Paul is going to show you where you can find all the description of the photo you have to take. So it's part of the menu within the activity section. So you have all the events you can do, like that. All the log elements and the photo album. So for each family you have that, a photo album, and then if you are clicking on the photo album, you have different photo sets. So Skylines, it's all iconic places. You can take photos of all iconic places such as Lady Liberty.
And we have also plenty of skills that are available in this version.
Yes, not all skills of the game,
of course,
but you have some skills.
Yeah, that's already quite a few.
And they're all available in free
skills.
drive. Yeah,
yes,
exactly. So you can just do those around the open world with whichever vehicle you want, but they're all in different environments. So it's down to you to figure out what the best way to do those is.
And you can explore the open world with your friend, doing some crazy stuff there.
Exactly.
Trying to meet up.
Trying to beat each other on the leaderboards.
Exactly.
In co-op
Take a
races.
picture, take videos, share that.
So you can take videos with your friends too. They will be here.
Absolutely.
And we've seen some amazing creation a few weeks ago when we were with some journalists and some all with the engaged player of TC1. Really, we are looking forward of whatever you will create because we know some of you are artists. Really good ones. I think we are good for this short introduction of the game. We don't want to spoil everything. The main idea was just to show you, okay, what can we do in this demo and how to unlock everything. But now, maybe we can move to the Q&A.
Yep, absolutely. We've got some questions starting to stack up already, so we may as well start tackling those.
We will try to answer to some of them.
Yeah.
It will not be the last live stream, don't worry. You will be able to play tomorrow. Just don't worry, Paul will continue to play, so we will keep the gameplay just behind us.
Absolutely.
Below us.
Okay, so you've been asking us questions throughout the whole of the stream already, so we're going to take the time to answer a few of those. But two other questions we've seen pop quite often before now, and we thought we'd take the time to answer those directly with you on the stream. So these two questions involve the Rearview Mirrors and the odometer. So,
okay, starting.
Two big questions that we've seen asked by a lot of members of our more engaged community, players in the Crew 1 as well, and we want to just clarify all that with you right now. So why don't we have Rearview Mirrors in the Crew 2? And it's purely a question of processing power, basically. As you've been able to see, we've got an absolutely huge open world, one of the largest open worlds in a racing game, and it's in a living world. It's got pedestrians, it's got traffic, it's got dynamic weather, it's got a huge amount of things that have to be processed for you to be able to see when you're driving your vehicle. Now, if you add mirrors that have to reflect all that experience, it basically increases the amount of power needed to show that off by a huge amount. So much so that for the game to be able to play, adding a Rearview mirror would probably cost about 20 to 30% of the quality that you see on the screen. And essentially, we would much rather give you a living, beautiful, vibrant open world instead of having to cut a huge amount of that out just to be able to give you the Rearview mirrors. So that's the reason that we haven't activated for this. It's because we would much rather give you this experience of driving around and witnessing the USA as we've created it here, instead of just being able to give you reviews. The second question is about the odometer. So some of the more eagle-eyed of you may have spotted that we haven't yet got them in the game. They were in the Crew 1. And good news, everybody, they are coming for the Crew 2. Don't worry, they won't be with us at launch, but they are coming before the end of the year. In fact, the stats, everything that we need for it is currently being tracked in the game. That's already the case. Your most used vehicle will be using those stats, and they won't reset when we eventually add the odometer to the game either. It'll just straight away carry on over with the mileages you've already wrapped up for the different vehicles. So that is coming, don't worry. We've had Fergus's nod of approval for that one. So
I've seen it.
You've seen it, there we go, even better. Man with a plan right there. So those are just two things we wanted to clear up straight away with you before we got cracking with the questions that we've been asked.
Okay,
So
I think you said
start moving with
everything,
those.
so now we
I
can
know,
close.
we tried to be
Thank
as
you very
detailed as
much.
possible.
Now we have plenty of other questions. So once again, we've seen some of them regarding the closed beta. Closed beta is starting tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. Even if you just received the code or invitation, you have plenty of time to preload on all platforms. So PC, Uplay, PS4, and Xbox One. We have some giveaway, I think now in less than 10 minutes, maybe?
Yep, we'll be giving out a code.
And you will be able to share everything. No NDA. Go crazy, guys. So about the other questions. So the lineup, we said it already, complete line. No restriction in this closed beta. You will be able to customize the handling. You can play with driving wheels. But some features won't be available for the closed beta.
For the processing handling elements, it's locked behind the leveling system. So you can customize some elements and to remove some assists we are putting for all vehicles. But for the most advanced element, it's only behind the leveling system. So it means you need to have that in the final game.
Okay. So is Bigfoot in the game? Again, I don't think we want to spoil anything, but there will be a lot of Easter eggs.
You have some Easter eggs within the game, but the principle of an Easter egg is to make sure that
it's a surprise.
You'll have to find them yourselves. Yeah.
The first rule
so
of Easter eggs.
So I won't answer this one.
Cool.
So let's start heading through some of the other questions that we've got there. Can you pick a face with the characters? And will the characters be silent or will they all have voices?
So the character is silent. All the narrative element is given by the best friend of the pilot. So it's Hiro.
Your best friend.
You earn Hiro during all the cinematics. You earn the rival, the mentor, and Hiro. So Hiro is going to speak to the player, explaining the game, giving some tips, and doing that for the whole game. And so it's the reason why we are not putting a voice for the hero. It's mainly because it's you, it's your story.
Gotcha. And we've got a few questions coming through about the coast to coast that you mentioned earlier on. One particular one asking how long that might take to complete with a hypercar.
It depends if it's ball playing.
So 7 hours, something like this.
No. So if you are going, if you are lost, so honestly, it's for a basic vehicle it's around 1 hour. So for a more powerful car, I would say 50 minutes.
Yeah,
45. 45.
I made one time 45 minutes.
We have an event with hypercar, the coast-to-coast traditional event. So it's spoiling the game. Sorry about that. So it's around 40 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
When you know the road. When
Fantastic.
you know your route.
So you have to do it a few times to figure out the best way.
Exactly.
Of course.
So exactly. And when I'm doing the coast to coast alone, I must say that most of the time I'm staying in Vegas. So I'm staying in Vegas. Vegas by night. On street by night, it's like amazing.
Fair enough. Can you name all the levels of progression? So we've seen right at the start of the game, when you start, you go from anonymous to rookie. That's where you kick things off and take over the controls.
Yeah.
Where does it go after that?
So rookie.
Yep.
Then you are becoming popular, then famous, then you are a star.
Okay.
To finally be an icon.
Icon.
And then it's infinite. Icon 1, 2, etc.
So you can keep on gaining followers and leveling after
because you have
icon.
Always a pilot who wants to be better than you.
That's true.
And it's going to be you. Again.
Classic. Every single time.
You will be in the leaderboard everywhere tomorrow.
So it's infinite. You can play forever because you have always new pilots wanting to beat other pilots. So it's what Paul showed within the HQ. It's the followers leaderboard.
Yes.
So you can level up. And you have rewards when you are leveling up. So we have a specific car, La Ferrari. So this car is linked to when you are reaching iconic level 600. And it's the gift, the reward.
It's a super gift.
Absolutely. You
Super
can't buy
engagement.
it, you need to play. You need to become the very iconic pilot.
So plenty of stuff to do with all those photos, all those skills, all those events, even in the closed beta.
Absolutely.
Cool. So we have other questions about.
So we've got some about balance between bikes and cars, maybe. So how did we go about making sure that those could race together and make sure there were no disadvantages or particular advantages for one type of vehicle or the other?
So a lot of iteration, a lot of testing, a lot of playtests. So we have players, and you said a community, very engaged people from the community. We have a playtester coming every 2 weeks in Lyon in the studio, playing the game, making sure that when they are playing with a bike or a car within the street race discipline, it's not unfair.
Okay.
But most of the time, it's all about skill.
Well, it always comes back down to skill.
That's always the answer. And not only we did playtests, but we did a lot of technical tests with plenty of players. And we want to take this opportunity to thank all of them for their real great support. Because we know that, well, we've been giving them version for a while now. Some of them it was a bit bumpy, and they really helped us a lot. So thank you very much, guys. We know it was not always easy to keep the secrets. Now you will be able to unleash tomorrow with the closed beta.
Absolutely.
So thank you once again.
Absolutely. So carrying on with the questions, we've got one about the police. and they're asking whether there will be police in the crew too.
No.
No.
No police. It's all about fun and motorsports, and when you are doing a race in touring car, you don't have police. So it's like playing in the motorsports universe, all disciplines, and freely explore the world, doing crazy stuff. So if you have a police there, it's not allowing players to do crazy things.
That's true. But
I want to be free. I want to do whatever I want there.
So it's coming back to what we were talking about earlier on with the move from illegal racing to legitimate racing. It's the fact that the whole world is built around motorsports.
Absolutely.
And
around motorsports, the experience, we want to make sure that the tone is happy, it's fun, it's fresh. It's all about something that you can't even imagine in real life doing this kind of stuff, doing aerobatics and then switching to powerboats and then switching to street race and then switching to drift, etc. So it's all about that. It's all about doing motorsports within the USA.
Fantastic. Well, speaking about the USA, huge open map, and we've seen a little bit of that already in the stream. One of the other questions we've got is that this map is all about freedom, about going wherever you want. Can we already fast travel everywhere? So I think what they mean by this is the teleport option that we had in the Crew 1, where you can just land anywhere. How does that work in the Crew 2?
So Paul can show it directly within the game, so you can teleport wherever you want within the game as soon as the icon is colored. It means that you can access this place. If it's a skill like that, or an event, or an highlight. So an highlight is a score made by a player there, so you can teleport to try to beat him. So we want to make sure that you can go everywhere with this kind of teleport we are putting in the game.
Okay, yeah.
And so as soon as we are adding the plane and the boat, so you can explore quite quickly wherever you want with all this activity we have in the world, because we are making sure that we have all things. We have multiple icons on the map to make sure that you are playing in all iconic places in the US. You can go almost everywhere as soon as the game is at the beginning of the game.
Okay, so the emphasis is still very much on exploration, on getting out into that open world. And I think Fergus was saying at one point that everything is within about 2 or 3 minutes of landing on an icon. So as you go along and you have all these places you can teleport to on the map, it's still very accessible. You're not having to travel for half an hour, 40 minutes to get to one set location. It's all designed to encourage you to be able to still get wherever you like very easily.
And the more you progress, the more you unlock points, so it will be even easier.
Absolutely. And then you have a densification of the map. Paul can show that quite quickly. So you can teleport to Los Angeles, like that. Again,
few seconds.
The map. So all the things are recorded there. You can see all the things he did in New York City. And then quite quickly, you can go
to downtown.
Straight across to Los Angeles.
To downtown, switching to the right vehicle.
Seamless again as well.
Exactly. And doing the skills quite quickly.
Absolutely. And it's worth pointing out as well that what they've just seen of the map doesn't have all the skills and all the events on them, because obviously we've only done the first level of fame. So there's a huge amount more activities coming that are going to populate that map as you make your way through the game at launch.
Exactly.
But you will have to wait a bit. We don't want to spoil everything today. Talking about the huge open world, we mentioned it quickly, but is there a weather system in the game and night and day cycle?
So night and day weather, and it's impacting the way you are perceiving the game. So doing an event by day and then doing it again by night. I was saying about the Strip, so it's a very famous road in Las Vegas. When you are doing that the day and then doing it by night, it's a very different experience. So it's a day and night cycle, and then you have of course a weather system, and again it's impacting what you are doing in the game. So if it's rainy, be careful, it's going to drift a little bit more. So there we are locking the weather for the purpose of the demo, so it's a reason why it's not changing.
Yeah, we didn't want to have a big heavy rain during the live stream.
It's enough difficult for Paul. I don't want to have like
he will just rage quit, and Julien will have to play, and all the leaderboard will be just over.
One of my favorite moments of the game is when it's rainy and you have a lot of clouds. I'm fast traveling with the plane, and then I'm going above the clouds, and it's like in real life. You have the sky, the blue sky, and you're looking at the blue sky. You are above the clouds. It's honestly, it's a very nice moment.
Let me try. There is no rain, but you can
So So it's all the volumetric clouds we are putting for the first time in our game. So it's like cotton texture.
You just want to jump in.
You just
it.
want to touch it. And,
of course, I want to do that.
so will Pedestrian have umbrella in the rain? No, it's maybe later in the game. I don't know.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, sorry, pardon my French.
Talking about umbrella.
Because it's one of the questions.
Will pedestrians have umbrellas?
Yeah, sure.
It's better when Jem say it. Okay.
There you go. Maybe they're just too busy dodging traffic and things, though.
Yeah.
Because we like to point out that obviously all our pedestrians, like in the crew one, are trained acrobats. You can throw whatever you want at them; they will flip out of the way. Same with the animals; they're fantastic at that.
And talking about French, we also want to thank everybody here at Ubisoft Ivory Tower.
Yes.
We know that many of them still are at the studio right now. Some of them watching us directly in live. So hello everybody, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for everything you've done for the game. We are showing it today, but this is not only all result. We have also Fergus hiding here, just next to us. Hello Fergus!
Somebody say hello. There he is. Ooh.
No, you're way too big.
Hello everyone.
You want my mic?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
So thank you everybody for working the game. We can't wait to share it with all of you guys tomorrow with the closed beta. And talking about the closed beta, I think we are almost done for the main questions. Do you want to have a last one or?
I think we've been able to go through most of them. The important thing to remember is that even if we haven't been able to answer a question today, there's a huge amount more information coming. There's more information coming as early as next week when the closed beta finishes as well. So do stay tuned on our channels because we'll be filling you in. We'll be answering a lot more of the questions. Obviously, we can see a huge amount popping. We won't be able to answer them all today. We just don't have time. Fergus himself will be able to answer some of them for us. But stay tuned next week for some information on some of the big questions we've seen answered. We know that a lot of you are going to be staying tuned for that next week.
Okay, I think we answered already enough tricky questions for today.
Yeah, I know.
So let's move to the giveaway and to the end of this live stream, unfortunately. So right here you have the instructions. Here. So we will give you a few seconds to prepare everything. So just go to thecrewgame.com/beta code, I think.
Yep.
I cannot see from here.
It is, yeah.
Too small. We will display the code in a few seconds, but make sure that you log in before.
Absolutely. Go to the website, make sure you're logged in. It'll give you the option to select your platform as well, because obviously the closed beta is across all 3 platforms. And then once you've actually redeemed it, you'll be getting a key through, which you will then have to activate on either Uplay PC or the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store, and that will give you access to the beta.
The beta starting tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
And with also 3 friends invite.
Yes. Now,
so not only you, but your friends.
Exactly.
If you are quick enough, because
exactly.
It's only 30 redeem.
Yes, this particular code is what we call a multi-code. 30 people will be able to use it, and each one of those 30 people will be able to invite 3 friends. Worth noting, though, that if you redeem this code, you will only be able to invite friends to your platform, your chosen platform. So just remember that when you're sending your invites out. Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and get the code set up.
You don't see, but Paul is doing amazing things.
Yeah, we are sorry.
He's still playing.
I'm staying focused like a machina.
Okay, so the code is now live. Go, 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 guys. It's going to be very, very quick. I think in a few minutes, a few seconds.
Gone, yeah.
Or maybe it's already gone.
Who knows?
But that was beautiful, Paul.
Yeah, no one saw that.
But it was amazing. So I think we're done for today.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we had sun this time.
Absolutely.
This was not easy, guys, but we did it.
We did it. We got there.
So
too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
God, too
Way
soon for the
soon.
jokes.
So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. We can't wait to do more of this live stream now.
Absolutely.
We have the full setup. This one will evolve with the time. We have great helmets here.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is just the beginning.
You want to show it off?
I think Paul is trying to
In
steal
case
it.
you haven't been able to see
you
some of
are
our
a street racer.
beautiful
but
You are a
you
street
need to
racer.
put it on you.
Oh no.
No, there you go.
But you?
Okay, if you want. It's like-
You're part of the family.
You're only
you
allowed
can.
it if you get first place, not second place. Sorry.
Yeah,
So-
second place do not deserve
Look
it.
at this.
Perfect. So the next live stream will be only with helmets.
You like that?
Helmet.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
We've got a huge amount planned. Lots more live streams coming for you in the future. We've got a lot of great things planned. And speaking of great things planned as well.
Oh, you
for
have a
the end of the
surprise.
stream, yes, we have. So a lot of you have been asking when you're going to get to see the second episode of Behind the Wheel. Well,
it was supposed to be a series.
it was
so
supposed
yeah.
to be a series, so yeah. Second episode is coming, and in fact, it's coming right now at the end of this stream. We're going to be putting out an exclusivity for the first time, so stick around to watch that, and let us know what you think of it as well, and what you'd like us to talk about in future episodes.
Yeah.
Because it's a series, like you say, there are going to be more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just before we close everything, just a quick reminder: what is the Crew 2? What should we expect from the beta?
It's playing all motorsport in the USA with all vehicles, planes, bikes, boats to become the champion of Motor Nation. It's all about fun and doing crazy stuff there. And as you saw, Paul, it's easy to pick
It's
up.
accessible for everybody.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks again, everyone. Thank you to everyone making
Thank
the
you
stream possible as well. You can't
to
see them, they're
Xavier.
just off camera.
You cannot see him, but it was an amazing help today.
Absolutely.
Well, he also helped us. Thanks a lot, Florent. And also all the people that are behind the wall, helping us with your question and everything to prepare this live stream.
Yep, our CM is moderating the stream as well.
Yeah,
doing a
of
fantastic
course.
job, so thank you to everyone.
And not only for moderating, for everything they are doing on the day-to-day basis with all of you. We hope you will enjoy the closed beta.
Absolutely.
If you want to say a word.
Thank you, everybody. Really, I'm super happy and really looking forward to see you on the road of TC2. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Fergus.
Thank
Right.
you very much.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. So, shall we switch to Behind the Wheel?
Okay, it's time for Behind the Wheel episode 2, and see you soon for the next live
For
stream.
more streaming goodness. It's going to be great. All right. See you
Thank
soon,
you very
guys.
much.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Welcome back to Behind the Wheel. In episode 1, Fergus and Ahmed spoke about how closely we work with our community. This time, we thought we'd just show you. We have 8 players visiting the studio for a workshop right now. Let's go see what they're up to.
Donc le fait de pouvoir rencontrer les développeurs, c'est quand même vachement intéressant sur le fait qu'on peut leur poser les questions qu'on se pose nous quand on est chez nous derrière notre écran.
It's like talking to another player who is also interested in the same game and really passionate about it. But the difference is that this is the person who makes the games.
I think it was in general just perfect. I think for the community, for the devs, and for the game itself.
It was cool meeting the players and talking to them face to face, and also listening to their feedback.
It's also an interesting opportunity to meet them in person, getting to put a face to the forum username.
Hi, my name is Jeremy and I'm a consumer and market knowledge analyst here at Ubisoft Ivory Tower. My job is to interact with players through surveys, discussion groups, and of course, community workshops. Our goal this week with our community members is to discuss the state of the game and understand their expectations for The Crew 2. We are having very interesting work sessions where players are discussing with the development team and sharing their ideas for the future of the game.
I'm Lucas, User Research Project Manager here at Ivory Tower. One of my jobs on The Crew 2 was to organize user test sessions all along the development of the game. We invited players to come here in this dedicated room in order to test all the aspects of the game as soon as they were ready to. We tested simple things like UI, menu, and tutorials, and also complex ones like driving sensation and difficulty curve. User test sessions are for us one of the best ways to gather feedback from our community. It helps us to see what player likes and what needs to be improved. It helps us also to see what works and what needs more polish.
That about wraps things up. Thank you again for joining us for this second episode of Behind the Wheel. Keep your eyes peeled for episode 3 for when it drops. We've got a lot more dev insights to share with you. We'll see you next time.